So I was strolling along on Facebook, as I unfortunately end up doing from time to time. And of course it's flooded with overrated bullshit memes and videos and people trying to go viral, blah blah bullshit. Ignorance, naivety, ignorance, etc. But there's this one meme in particular that just kind of caught my attention because it was spreading such misinformation and continued ignorance on relationships. And it read, "The honeymoon phase doesn't exist when you fall for someone who is dedicated to making you feel loved and admired the entire time you're theirs. That is the definition of unconditional love. Stop normalizing the loss of affection in relationships. That is a choice, not a phase." Now, as nice as that is trying to sound, and as motivationally, relationship-wise, as it's trying to sound, it's erroneously incorrect. And I kind of get what they're trying to say, what they're wanting to get out there, but it's just so wrong. It's so incorrectly put, and to say that there is no honeymoon phase is completely ignorant of its own right and showing that this individual knows not to which they speak of. Now, I have exceptionally well studied and knowledgeable, so much so that I can say it's one of my top subjects, specializations intellectually, and that is on love and relationships. I can have a full-on educated scholarly conversation with a romantic coach, or some call them love counselors, marriage counselors, etc., because of my knowledge and just how deep I am into the study of love, relationships, the psychology behind it, and what goes involved with it, and I keep up to date with it all the time. So when I see stuff like this, I can, as nice as this comes off, and as encouraging as, positivity as it's trying to spread out about, I just gotta call it out on its bullshit. So with how exceptionally well studied and knowledgeable I am on this topic and subject of love and relationships, let's have fun with this one. It's my mastery specialization along with martial arts of these two things that I have expertise in. Although I am a jack of trades, master of none, I have these two exceptions: martial arts and love relationships. So with that said, here we go. It's called limerence. And it actually is a known psychological phase that is well known, actually, among those that know what they're talking about. Stop trying to deny reality. This fairy tale love that is trying to be normalized is unhealthy and unrealistic. Obviously made by someone that has no idea what love is and how it works. Seriously, look up limerence. Uneducated people trying to talk about relationships as if they know what they're talking about. I'm extremely well studied on this topic, and this is why I'm able to call this, crap out. Misinformation and trying to enforce the idea of a fairy tale, friends happily ever after type thing, oh my god, I'm marrying my best friend in this fairy tale love, that crap. The crap they get out of memes and music and movies. The never-ending flame of passionate love. People get used to each other. It's just like eating your favorite food every day. Eventually you're gonna get tired of it. I love steak, but damn it, if I ate it 3 times a day, every single day, I'd be sick of it. It's just how life is. People get used to each other and the passion dims. It doesn't mean that it goes away. It just means you're not in that limerence stage. You're not full of that obsessive, oh my god, we gotta be with each other all the time, and kind of crap. it doesn't mean that love goes away. It doesn't mean the passion goes away. It just means it's not as powerful and euphoric as it used to be. That's all. You know, like I said, people just, they get used to each other. It's just like, oh, hey, how you doing, you know? And the passion doesn't really go away, but it's, you know, it's still there, obviously, if they really do love each other, that is. But if they really do love each other, and it's past the limerence stage, and they're just kind of like, hey, you know, love you too kind of thing, where you can shit in front of your partner and it's just another day. If they really do love each other, they'll continue to live their lives and stay loyal and so on. Even if it isn't as exciting as the limerence stage made it be. And maybe even if they're getting, you know, I guess you could say boring, or whatever the case might be, that is love. When limerence ends and they stick together, that is love, my friends. So yes, the honeymoon phase does exist. Just so that's known. And I highly encourage you to look up limerence. Furthermore, love is not based on sex, nor is it based on physical attraction. Sincere, actual, real, genuine love is based on respect, trust, honesty, and communication. Not to mention, personality is superior to physical looks. Real, mature, adult love is unconditional. And then I was asked, is there a different kind of loves? Yeah, there is, you know. It isn't just set to one. Something that I'm very rarely asked about, but love and relationships are what I specialize in. I always keep up to date with every style, from psychology just to everyday life-to-life scenarios and so on. So the short answer is yes, there is absolutely very many different kinds of love out there. The ones that are mainly known are unconditional, family, romantic, friendly, which means non-blood family, who are considered as being loved as if they were family. And of course, the least amount of love, but still nonetheless considered as such, platonic. Now, of course, I mainly focus on romantic, which is the unconditional agape. But for sure, though, there are people you can love without it being under the category of romantic. There's eros, ludus, philia, pragma, storge, agape, and philatoia. From a psychological standpoint, those are the types of love that I'm aware of. Although the most spoken versions of love are that of eros, which is the erotic bond, which is sexual attraction more or less, and agape, which is the unconditional love of real romance. And of course, the ones that I point out that many confuse with agape, which is known as, again, limerence. So it all depends on the particular type of love that one is talking about that it may apply. So what I talk about, obviously, is romantic love. Obviously does not apply to a blood brother type love, you know, kind of thing, or brother sister love. That's two different, you know, loves completely. So I just wanted to put that in there too. The real adult mature love that I'm talking about is the agape romantic, not anything else. So just so that's known, so it's not confused with, you know, well, that doesn't apply, or someone that wants to argue, well, that's not the love that I have for so and so. Well, there are different kinds of loves. So until next time.